OS's lawyer, just one. What compelled you to, what do you intend to achieve from all this as a lawyer?
Well, thank you very much, viewers of UBC TV. My name is Robert Rutalo from Elgon Associated Advocates with my colleague, Mr. Precious Nawe. Together as a firm, we act for Omulangila Suuna, and our instructions are to seek justice for Omulangila Suuna. You can get justice in several ways or different procedures. It can be a civil process or procedure. It can be a criminal procedure. It can also be a regulatory procedure like for UCC. And we have engaged all these different procedures, and we are progressing very well. That's what I want to inform the viewers. On the criminal front, the suspects were presented to court yesterday and charges read to them, and they were remanded to prison until the 15th of October. 2 charges that they are facing. One is computer misuse. Okay, it's computer misuse and cyber harassment, and the other criminal charge against them is criminal libel. Now, each of those charges fetches a minimum or a maximum penalty of over 5 years in jail. So meaning that if these gentlemen are convicted of these criminal offenses, they are likely to face over 10 years imprisonment. Yeah, but the message in this is let us act responsibly in our respective positions and fields. As a journalist, how do you, do your journalism? I think fairness demands that if you want to talk something negative about a person, give that person an opportunity to explain himself.
Why he said what he said, right?
Yeah, absolutely. When you want to say that Omulangila Suuna does ABCD, Mulogo, Muchi, give him a chance. Let him be on the show. The way he is on the show right now. Are you aware that right now, if you said anything about Suuna and Suuna is here and he replies you, there's no offense.
I know, totally. I totally know that. But away from that, since you're a lawyer, I also need to understand one thing. Have you heard of Bruno K's issue? Bruno K, he said to have signed a deal, signed with a deal with Black Market Entertainment, and it was a deal of 1 year.
The contract was based on delivery of 1 year, where projects were supposed to be done were 10, and there were clauses that say if any of the party breaches, then the contract is null and void. So if it was based on delivery, and these guys did me 2 songs instead of 10, they have already breached the contract. You get?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We have Mackenzie Brand online. Production, Mackenzie Brand. Are you there?
Yes, I am. I don't know if you can hear me.
Loud and clear. I see you seem to be lounging in the comfort of your living room. First things first. How is your Saturday like? How do you spend your Saturday on a lighter note?
I watch Horizon 5 like everyone should. So my Saturday is good. I'm just with my son at home, and it's good to see Omulangila Suuna on TV. It's been a minute, so I'm glad to see him, and Vampino as well. I was worried, so good to see you. It's a good Saturday so far.
As a talent manager, a media personality, and a music enthusiast, what do you make of this ongoing, I wouldn't want to call it hula baloo, but there's some sort of social media upload emanating from Omulangila Suuna's legal actions? What is happening you're seeing what is going on social media, but what do you make of these issues?
Yeah. Well, first of all, thank you for giving me this opportunity, because I feel like it's important that we always should be accountable accountable to whatever it is that we do, whether it's music, whether it's presenting TV shows, whatever it is, we have to be accountable. But the question goes to who is accountable, because I feel like very many people look at you, Calvin, as an inspiration. So people who want to go on TV and do entertainment shows, they're looking at you and they're looking at the fact that you are a beacon of hope, that I can actually be on TV and have the longevity and make it work. So it is depending on how you make people feel. And that's what TV is. It is in many ways a subliminal opportunity to teach and create moral standards for society. So when we have presenters on television that actually don't take that as a serious regard, they end up doing the opposite. And what is factual out there is that so many people have complained about case. So many people in the industry have complained about case. But he's not the first person. We have had the Mary Lou Swatas before. We have had the Tina Fierces of this world before. But we have seen that the trends just do not, keep going. So you ask yourself, do we blame the personas? Do we blame these media personalities, or do we blame media houses that are pushing this? Because obviously, we as Ugandans love drama. If someone cheats on their wife, we are watching their show because they cheated on their wife, not because of the show. We just love drama. We love these shows. So the media houses will always mint money out of these shows. And it's at the cost of the moral standards of society. At some point, I feel bad about this. So what Suuna did was something that is obviously a bit overboard to end up arresting someone, but he's also calling for apology. So I find myself in a weird balance. It's like biting your own tail, because OS does want case to be okay. But when OS was making his statement about if you are not above 40, if you're above 40 and you don't have these things, then you aren't making any sense. What that does to me as a person as well is wrong. It makes me feel bad if I have not achieved that. Now, you could be doing it for the right reasons. The same way a journalist would say that they're doing this for the right reasons. It's dependent on what we feel and what you bring to my feelings at the end of the day that matters in what society takes up. Yeah. So what OS did was create a catapult, and these guys used it to just, shoot, and now they are, behind bars. So the question is, how much do musicians take as accountability for the actions they make up, or entertainers, and what do journalists also, take as accountability too? So we have a very important need for a balance to understand that this is almost biting your own tail kind of a situation, because even if he comes out and he apologizes, I don't see how it will change in the industry. It will remain revolving in the same way. That's just my take. Maybe that's why I'm not part of the entertainment industry as much, in the media as much anymore.
I have one more question in the benefit of time, but I guess you still hold the line. How is the artist protected? How is the journalist also protected in all this? Yes, like I said, over the years, it's, common, it's public knowledge that we have enjoyed a good relationship between the artists and also the media. We both complement one another. And what is more likely to happen in all this? Number one, the person gets arrested, right? Number two, they might ask the person to pay some sums of money, right? All those are possibilities. Number two, on this end, the artist would have gained that, but it would have tainted the relationship or the image between that artist and this media, media man or media woman, and it might also spiral that an artist, let's say, suffers a media blackout. That is like the extreme. And all those are possibilities. So it takes me to the question, which is the last question. How is this tabloid or gossip or whichever journalist protected vis-a-vis? How is also the artist also protected? Because someone will say it's showbiz, and showbiz, it's a cocktail of things. But how are all parties protected in all this?
I'm so sorry, but I'm going to say this. Mr. OS, I'm a big fan of yours, but I know you are enjoying this moment. I know you are. In a way, you are enjoying this moment. It's a big deal that you are national news. And it is because of what has happened and what you spiraled from the beginning. Now, I'm not blaming you for what you did. But I also would not necessarily be quick to say that what the presenters did and what the journalists did was out of something they always do and what is actually accepted. So they are protected by their media houses because they're the ones that say, go ahead and do this. The artist, unfortunately, is not protected besides being protected by the law. So in this case, OS is completely right. And for some reason, a lot of people have a weird feeling that the Ks and the world and the people of this world that do the kind of job they do is actually right, because the media houses have not condemned them. They are making money out of these shows, and as a matter of fact, they are doing everything possible to free their presenters.
One last thing before I cut you short. How is Bruno K? Because Bruno K also has shared his side of the story. He feels he was played by a record label that he signed with a deal, you know? And what do you think about Bruno K's ordeal?
Because I am an A&R of a different record label, I am not going to say anything about another record label, but I will say that the most important detail about signing on any contract is looking at the exact details of what that contract is. If you are not gaining and they're not gaining and you have an equal understanding, you are bound to be taken advantage of.
Hold it a second, Mackenzie. Hold it a second, Mackenzie. There you go. All right, let's take your question.
Thank you so much, Calvin, and thank you so much, Vibers and everyone on the show.
Let's go to the question.
Let my question straight out go to Omlangira Suuna, because their cases with Bruno K almost are similar, but let me pose it to him. Omlangira Suuna, there's a saying that if you, according to the way your case has escalated, it looks so kind of like people are revenging against one another. And they say if you're ready to revenge, then be ready to dig 2 graves. What are you planning to do to make sure that it doesn't get to that point?
Suuna, respond.
Hello.
Your mic is on, Suuna.
We have.
Yeah.
All right. My friend, all I can say is that these things are in the hands of law. I can't do anything more than that. I just need justice, simple. Apology. They have to retract down all those defamatory statements. They have to compensate. You know, these people do things and they make it seem like we are like trees. We don't have family. Even a tree has a family, by the way. So these people make it seem like we are rocks, that we don't get affected, you know. So, my friend, this is not a matter of death or whatever it is. It is just, we are just looking for justice, period. And want to put to end unprofessional journalism, period.
One last one. This is what you need to know. The time is gone where people intimidate Ugandan musicians. It's done. Tusomye, tumanya mateka temuja tutisa. Like what these black market guys have been doing right now here. That is intimidation. Zemanya mateka tosobola kuntisa atisa. You get. So whoever is out there, you think you will intimidate Ugandan musicians. We are informed now. And we have councils, we have people representing us, advocates. You will not threaten any Ugandan musician.
That's why Vampino is in Uganda now.
Yeah.
Let's have your question. Let's have the question, then we shall have a way forward.
Yeah, I'll go by the names Gilles Collins. So my question will follow up to Bruno K, him making that statement just about now. What should an artist do who doesn't have any backup and is facing the same situation?
No, it doesn't really have to be a situation to come up. We need each other. The media needs us. We need them.
And then maybe to answer him, we have an association, the Uganda Musician Association. I'll give you one of the people who will help you. He's a lawyer.
Bruno,
his name is,
I'm going to tongue bite you, my brother. I'm so sorry. What did we do with that? With that?
Yes, I think these issues of Omulangila Suuna have been happening. I think 1 month back, we have written to all the associations of the musicians. We have also written to the Entertainment Journalists Association, and we have really done all our best to make sure that these issues are handled in a negotiation terms, amicably, to be handled amicably. But no responses have been made.
All right, now
Calvin, ne kamwaka sembayo kamba kabulire bannange nze seekweka ndi muyimbi buli omu amanyi mbeera kyanja bwe nabeera ngenda bwe nayogerangayo balooya muliko live seekwekangako watch as an serving on TV. What kind of rubbish is that? Have I nekweseeko mbeera buli wamu abantu bamanyiwo embeera. You can find me. Why do you serve me on TV? Is that right? It's very funny. You look at this kind ebintu bibiri shade ndowooza beerabisa bokka buli lunaku. Black market yeerabisa yokka buli lunaku beerabisa bokka beeteeka mu mataala.
We are about to wrap up the show. But before we wrap up the show, we need a way forward. I don't know, is Mackenzie still on Zoom? Or must speed come with the corner duka? Oh, because my phone is on fire. But now, I'll start off with my Vampino, since you're the one holding the microphone. Vampino, what is the way forward? Key in this, we both need one another.
Me, I only preach peace, all right? It is peace. Both of us have egos. Musicians have to have the bigger ego. I wouldn't expect it coming from a journalism. This works for the musicians with an ego. A journalism with an ego. It was a matter of them sitting back together. Beemani, he could say sorry. This one couldn't have taken it far. Now it's so big for both of them. I know he feels bad to do what he did. And whoever is in there, he's regretting why he didn't sit and try to finish this. We all cry over spilled milk, but we can still resolve this. They can still come out and say sorry to him.
Yeah. Morgan, you're next Suuna. Okay, Bruno will be the last one, then, Bruno seems to have a lot to share. What's the way forward?
I've been in black market. Nolimba rawata wanda duliko logo ya black market. Ne motivation aliko logo ya black market. Story yange ya okanamu. What I know nze ngeri jendi omulokole. Sometimes I try to nagena nembalaba ngandaba siri may be contented. Nganze omuntu chenali nsuubira. When a meeting I said because he's like a father, he's a friend.
Yeah,
even before signing.
Let's wrap up in 1 minute.
Yes, so I talked to him, I explained to him what I expected. It was like, I didn't know contract yo yali 8 year all that time. So he was saying sorry, nti yaita manyi nti ni muyimbi fule mu black market. Kati we yachinyonyola nemugamba omuntu wagamba sorry you forgive wabakula galazi ntakitegedde so nembagamba I have no beef with you naye kati I feel like I want to try to be free cause era mbadde mbyeteramu era sibaina I can even go, I can even chat with him, I can call him oba kitegeera naye yangamba sorry he didn't understand the kind of contract I had with black market.
So there is a possibility that he doesn't know some of
I don't
It is Bruno K, you give us the
In a minute, let me sum this up. Uganda, I know you guys are listening and watching. I am an example of what you know. I'm an example mulabe nti abayimbi tetuli bafala mulowooza tetubasoba kati ono aleese wana ebipapula alowooza asobola okunservinga on TV nze ateekweka a public figure. I've never been to prison. I'm not a criminal. I don't hide. I'm everywhere. No. Let me say this. They will not intimidate me. Wasavingira omuntu ku TV ng'abuze yeekwese. So they are breaking the law first and foremost. Why are you serving me on TV? Sekwekangako. Temunkubirangako ku simu yange. Calvin esimu yange tevaako. These guys keep ashaming every day themselves. Beswaza bweka. Ate ne mukoti njaba kubirayo left, right, center. Let them go. Njaba kubirayo ne mukoti because I have all the resources.
What is the way forward? Is that your parting shot?
My parting shot is this. Every Ugandan musician out there, I've had Suuna complain about our association. Yes, our association eri wait. Mulimu abantu abayamba, like personally, I have Hanson Balirono ne Mama Alima. They have been there for me in this case. Ngawe nakunyonyode, our president was not on my side. Yagamba abayimbi temumanyi bimwogera biki. Do I look like I don't know what I'm saying? Council, do I look like I don't know what I'm saying? So listen to my side. I respect Cindy Chonchimugambia, but as our president, she had to call someone and ask, Esonga ya Bruno Erietia. Cindy, I'm very sure she hasn't even looked at my contract to say. Bro. She's the president of musicians. She's supposed to listen to our cases. Many of them went on TV to bash me and Nina Rose. Nina Rose itayogera nnyo, but me I'll defend myself. Because a boy child, teri aja kunwanira, I will fight for myself.
Yeah.
Nobody will fight for me.
All right, production is telling me we have 3 minutes. I also need to take a parting shot from Mackenzie. But before that, let's cross to Omulangira Suuna. Omulangira Suuna, parting shot. Akasembayo.
Kanjogere mu Luganda microphone bwejje wange ziba teyogera storage. Kanjogere mu Luganda nile dagala. Nina panado. Kanjogere mu Luganda this time banange mukirize kubanga kimanyi n'abamanyi Luganda batulaba. Njagala kubaka kasaba na Uganda nyongera okujabikiriza ensonga ya muganda wange Bruno K nti abayimbi kati tumanye ekyokukola. Bannamawulire mba mumanyi nti mwina right yetwogerako mmwe mumanyi mwagijja nga mulowooza nti okuvuma omuntu kwekola erinnya mwerabidde ekintu kimu. Baganda baffe saa zino bali mu kulya kawunga side eri ke bateyagalidde. Lwaki? Nti eri bakama babe baba force nga yogera booti. Naye ate jjukira saawa zino tebaliyo kati. Okitegeera okifeesinga wekka. Saawa zino mpunzika mbeegayirira bannamawulire. Mulekeraawo okudda ku bayimbi ne mubajabula ne mubaweebuula nga balina ebitiibwa byabe nga temubagyeko one on one kwewozaako. Ekyo kintu kibi nnyo musango gwa naggomola myaka 10.
I've liked how you've ended it. Kuba mbadde njagala okutereeza nti we have you see tulina right okwogera ku buli muntu mwana yewolina right okwogera ku buli muki ku buli muntu when you're backed up with what? Facts. You understand? But there is no such a thing to tell you atakola.
Nene cha Calvin kana kataleka nyamba katalekeka nyamba Calvin feno wano tuwadde omuzindaalo twali gutawadde naye akataleka kakano. Abantu mubeera batya ku show abantu baali bana nga basatu balinga panelists nga kuliko moderator emu nenga moderator oli suppose kuba nga Calvin oyino gamba nena mwe mulimba mukikakasa Suuna mulogo nenga moderator agamba Suuna sigamba nti asijuli nene sabo manje eriri moderator wa show.
All right,
what kind of foolishness is that?
All right. Let's keep it civil. Vampino, you've shared your parting shot as well. Maybe a lawyer, 30 seconds before I conclude with Mackenzie on the side of the journalists. Yeah.
Well, this justice will prevail at the end of the day.
At the end of the day.
For our client, Omulangira Suuna.
Yeah.
So these gentlemen have their lawyers. We were a legal team yesterday. They had a big legal team, and we were a legal team joined the state. Now, also the other important thing is that the chief complainant against Case and the people is the government of Uganda. So it's the government of Uganda versus Case and the people.
Thank you.
So
Mackenzie Brown, in 30 seconds, what is the way forward? What is your parting shot as we wrap up in 30 seconds?
Yeah, we need more of the law enforcers to come in this. The entertainment business has money, as you can see. So lawyers, please come up and help educate and actually bring to life what we call authenticity in the entertainment business. Journalists, whatever you are saying about a musician, remember a musician is a brand like Nomi, like Omo, like what Blue Band, like whatever. So be careful what you say, could be used against you. So basically my thought would be this is an amazing time. And Calvin, what an amazing show. A dope show. I've had a lot of fun.
Listen, man.
That's it.
As we wrap up, I don't always do this, but just for clarity and for people to be able to hear me audibly, what I pick from all this, yes, again, the entertainment journalists and the musicians need one another, right? And sometimes, once in a while, when we are doing our work, things might go the wrong way. You might say the wrong things somehow, right? But the thing is, let's keep it professional. But over and above that, let's respect one another. And maybe one other thing, let the media outlets, our media channels that we work with, protect your journalists. Because at the end of the day, I know when someone comes on air, yes, I know they said what they said because probably they have their facts, right? And I guess that is why this matter is being put to test in the courts of law. But for me, I think there should be a way forward, an amicable understanding across the board, as opposed to the ongoing exchanges which I'm actually seeing on social media right now. But at the end of the day, one brother, one love, at the end of the day. So it brings us to the end of Horizon Vibe. We touch base next week, same time. Peace and love. We out of here. We done here.